Hey guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. Come on in, say hi. We are going to make on my segment of Craft Around the Clock, and if you have not joined them, please go ahead and join that group. It's a free group, and you have crafters from West Coast, East Coast, all day long, okay? It's a free group, so it doesn't cost you anything, and you get to find the best crafter you ever want to watch, okay? Or multiples. But we're going to do a primitive Easter egg. It's going to be a stuffed primitive Easter egg. So I think you'll like it. I've never done one like this before, and this should be the last piece to my tablescape. Hey Debbie, so this should be the very last. So let's get started. Hey Sandy, how are you? So all I did is I free-handed, hey Natalie, an egg, my version of an egg. Hey Rose, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, one egg is gonna have ballet slipper, and the other one is gonna be plaster. Hey Lori, so we're gonna paint. I'm gonna do one at a time because depending on how much time I have, if I don't, at least I can get one egg done, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm basically gonna put it all over the place, right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some water because I need the water to smooth out this paint, okay? So just put enough on. This is chalk paint. So we wanna make sure, and now we're gonna take a little bit of water and we want this to flow. Now just remember, when you're working with fabric, you're working with sponges, water's your friend. Oh, my daughter's texting me now. They always text you at the wrong time. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just continue. I did the backs already because I don't think there's enough time in 45 minutes to get this egg done, or 2 eggs done. So I think I'll be able to do it. But if you put enough on, now let's grab water, and you can see what it does. It smooths it out, and mind you, it's primitive. Hey Deborah, how are you? Hey Judy, how are you? So we're taking the water, and the water is going to spread this thick chalk paint. And mind you, it's hey Sheila, hey Nana, how are you? It's a primitive. Because you don't want it too thick, it'll take you forever to dry. Hey Heather, how are you? Hey Sheila, how are you? So we're going to go ahead and add more. I was trying to think what was going to be the last and final thing to make for my table. And I think this will be it. I'll have to show you my napkins, but that'll be on a live of mine. And then we'll do the, I'll show you how I made some napkins. So we're just trying to smooth all of this out. I'm doing good. We just have weird weather, man. It must have been probably at least a good 50-mile-an-hour wind out there. Started hearing things blowing around on the patio, so I had to kind of run out there. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this. Hey, Kelly. I'm going to try to dry this real quick. We are going to coffee grunge it too. And then we're going to glue it, invert it, and then we're going to stuff it. I had the kids all day, so I had to figure out, I knew what I was doing last night, but I had to do the final stuff. My cat's crazy. Yeah, those winds came by crazy. Hey, Joanne. Hold on. Go, find a home. He's always got to come in when I'm on live, and then he's got to leave right away, the cat. So everybody doing well tonight? Just weird looking outside. So I want to get this dried fairly good, and then we're going to put a coat of grunge on it. So you want it fairly dry. You don't want it to leak all over everything. And then we'll complete one, and then if we have time, we'll do another one. How are you doing, Rose? Was that Shannon before? No, that's Shannon. God, I see Rose, and the first thing I think about is Rose. You know, the brain doesn't always kick in. Hey, Mary. We're in Texas. Yeah, I got in the 80s today. So, oh, no, 78. It could have been 80s, I don't know. And we sat outside with the grandkids all day. It was nice. Took a nice walk up to the mailbox. And then came home and just sat out on the patio. Hey, Patty. Hey, Kim. How are you, sweetie? We were out for a long time today, which was nice. Hey, Pam. The grunge is coffee, instant coffee, cinnamon, and vanilla. Now, if you go to Sweet Home Living, Tracy has the recipe, the grunge recipe, and she has both the grunge and the mod coffee podge, which is another one she's got put together. You're heading to bed, Heather? I don't blame you. I would be too. Oh, you had it windy too, Mary? Yeah, so if you went to her website, you know, her Facebook, she has it right posted. So you can print it off and then you'll always have it. I'm not sure. I can't remember what the measurements are because I just print hers off and then that's what I use. Yeah, it was crazy, man. It got kind of scary. So we're going to take our coffee podge. And mine does not get real thick because it never lasts long enough. Hey, Andrew, how are you? Mine never gets thick because it never lasts very long. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a thin coat on this. I don't want too much. I just want to get rid of bright pink. I want it to be a little duller. And then just brush it. And then we're going to dry it. I just want to have it so you guys can actually see what this looks like. Did that just come off? Hang on, I'm going to go lightly. Okay, let me put this off to the side. Let's try to dry it. Hey, Kathy, you're never late, girl. So I just want it to look dirty, because you know primitive is dirty. And I think this will be the last piece, because I'm hoping tomorrow will be on. I can't guarantee anything because I've got grandbabies all day. We're going to, I think it's called Heyday or something in Sherman, Texas. And it's just a place for them to go to, an arcade, bowling, zip line, everything. And it just gives them something to do. Because who wants to sit home on spring break, you know? So I want to dry this fairly well. Then we're going to put the two pieces opposite of each other, glue it, and then we're going to stuff it. Yeah, I got to get out to Pinterest and get going on my videos. I've got YouTube's pretty much done for right now until I can get more going. Oh, really? Hey, 60s is not bad. My sister was saying that it was in the 40s today. It was beautiful today, just absolutely gorgeous today. Go to My Sweet Home Living. She's part of, hey Shelly, she is Craft Around the Clock. But if you go to My Sweet Home Living, she has it there. The pink I'm using is Ballet Slipper by Waverly. Walmart is cheap. Hey Carol, go to Walmart, it's cheap. Inexpensive. Just make sure this is nice and dry. And I stock up on all my stuff. They had one last year. They had the real big ones for like, I think it was $5 or $6 each. You're welcome, Kelly. But she had them for like, they had them like $5 in the clearance. Why, I don't know. So I have plenty of like moss and stuff. Hi, Sissy, how are you? Thank you guys all for sprinkling. I think you guys will enjoy this. I'm hoping it's turning out like my brain was thinking. You just want to get most of the dampness out, okay? Now we will still probably add a little grunge to the edges, Heather. Oh, yeah, I know. I started taking Dr. Berg's, I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He's on Instagram. So this is our egg. My version of an egg, guys. This is the top. Berg, and it's and this is the back. So we're gonna. He helps himself to come back in here. That cat is goofy. And I started using his, and it's got zinc and B6 in it. It seems to help. Hey Mary, hey Brenda, how are you guys? You like my new vehicle, my ride? I love my ride too. I still can't believe I've got it. So we're doing a back-to-back, okay? Because I'm going to try to invert it so it looks better than if you just glued it. This cat is goofy. So I'm going to start from the bottom, and the reason is I got to put, hang on. I got to put beans in here because I need this part to be heavy. Because if it's going to sit on my table, it's got to be heavy. My goofy cat's here playing. He's goofy. I got the bougiest cat, you guys. Hey, Griselda. Oh, yes, thank you. I love my ride. We're going to be testing it out a little bit more tomorrow with, we're taking it to take the kids to that place, whatever it's called, the Heyday. I'm excited about that for them, especially for the kids, because when the holidays come, like your day off, you want to be able to enjoy it. Now, I am on till 8:15. So let me just let this sit for a second because I want this to be nice and dry before I start inverting it. I'm going to let it go down a little bit more and then I'll invert it. So I should be able to get pretty much in here and then we'll go from there. I'm trying to let it sit. Yeah, I still can't believe I got a new car. I mean, mine was a 2012. I got to be very gentle. Be very gentle. Let's pull that baby back out. I just want it to look a little bit better. Because you know, when you do it and you glue the edges, and it just doesn't look real good. Now, I can't guarantee it's going to be a perfect egg. No, there's some little spots I may have to glue, but it's okay. I'm trying my best. So now we have egg. So now we're just going to stick in the beans. We got to get our beans in there. We want the weight at the bottom. I don't have a whole lot of beans. I wish I had more beans. I thought I bought plenty, but I apparently did not buy plenty. Okay, so now let's start stuffing. Oh, just sit here and think of what I was doing. Okay, so we're going to start stuffing. He had to, can I close the door, please? You're really not, I don't need to hear the wash machine beating itself to death in the other room. Our washer just bangs back and forth. So let's pack it up. I feel like I'm doing a handbag, you guys. You know, a little spot here. No. Remember, this is a craft. It's not going to be perfect. As much as I would love everything to be perfect, it's just never going to be that way. This is going to be closest to an egg I can do. I do want it to be a little rounder. So it takes a little bit more batting. I had to go buy more of this stuff. I go through quite a bit between my pillows and stuff. Hi, Dee. Oh, I never thought about kitty litter. That's cheaper because you can buy the cheap stuff from Walmart. Next time for sure. I'll just get myself a bag and leave it here. Then I don't have to deal with beans. Okay, as you can see, we're getting there. Okay. I'm trying to do this standing up because I need to get in here and keep going. Hang on. I'm going to try to do this the good way. Now, it's not going to be perfect, so it's because of the beans. We'll blame it on the beans. So you got to get it the opposite way. I think a little spot that's still open again. Got to take a little extra out. It's not so cumbersome. This is where I wasn't sure where I was going to go with this. See, it's done where you can turn it inside I'm gonna try to figure this out. I will probably burn myself in the long run. Because you know my hands only can, you know what, I gotta do this differently. I'm gonna work it the other way. I gotta do this a little bit better. Let's take it back out. I have to make it a smaller hole. Hi, Doreen. Oh, wait till you see it, guys. It's pretty wet, so it's coming undone a little bit. I made some napkins. Mind you, my napkins are not the greatest. They're just for show. You don't want to use them. They're not going to work that way. I'm going to try to do it this way. Because I want it all to look the same. Now the top, I don't really care about. The top is fine. But you just got to let it get nice and dry. It's still pretty wet. Hi, Sue. I'm doing good. How are you? Okay, so let's see if I can get this again. Just don't want to do too much. Don't want to pull it apart. This is where sometimes I wish I had a sewing machine, because then you could do it and then you don't have to worry about this. But glue is something else. This is my bright idea I came up with yesterday, and it's like, it'll work. This is a little bit better. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to be perfect. God forbid I'm perfect. And it's an egg. That's what's great about crafting. It's you do you. Back to the bottom. Okay, let's do that way. Now, that'll stand the best it's gonna stand. Let's get ahead and start doing this. That's like I said, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to get 2 done. I can always do another one the next day. But sewing, it would be so much easier, because then you could do it the right way. Hi, Junk to Joyful. Lisa, how are you doing? I'm trying to make an egg. Trying to do it the opposite way of what I wanted to do it, because I wanted it to look nicer, not so not put together. I want it to look a little bit better. And you know what? It's an egg. Is this all discombobulated? I don't know. Well, won't worry too much about that. Just gonna get it all in there. Probably should have stuck with the way I've always done things on the outskirts, but it's okay. You never know until you try. We just needed to make it fairly round. What is this stuck on that side? Okay. Well, we'll use that side. That's a little bit better. I should have just did it my way before. I don't know if it's going to be that great. I don't like it. This is going to drive me nuts. Do you ever have those days where if you don't like it, you rip the doggone thing apart and start all over again? Let's go back in there. I just hate it if it's not going to lay right. Come on, let's do this right. Blame it on the beans. Blame it on the beans. Yeah, we won't worry about it. Just go. It's glue. Oh, thank you who sent stars. Hi, Tina. Thank you. Hey, Dawn. Thank you for the stars. I know. Hey, Joanne. I know. What can I say? Okay, let's get this egg the way it's supposed to be. What if I can cut that? Told you, I've got it set up to go for 2, so. And I figured I better do one at a time. Let's just give it a shot. As long as I can make it kind of oval, that should be fine. I can cut that. I'm going to probably cut some of this off because it's very important that it lays flat for me because I don't like that when it's not flat. I want my egg to be egg shape. That's where I wish I could stitch it. You're getting snow, Joanne? Hey, Christy. Oh, no snow here. They're talking about winter weather next week probably, but like, it's weird. Okay, let's try this again. If you can leave it sit where the glue can sit so it doesn't move all the time, you're better off. But when you're doing a live, it doesn't work that way. I'm not a perfectionist, but I gotta let it look like an egg. I think the next one, if I have time, which I probably won't, I'm going to do it my old way of doing it. Why is this so weird? Okay, well, I ain't gonna worry about it. It's gonna be one heck of an egg. I gotta have it sitting out though. It's doing weird stuff. There, that looks a little bit better. Okay. Let's just give it a whirl. Can only get worse, right? It was the 80s? Wow, we got close to 80. We're 7, I think we're 78. We could have been 80, I don't even know. But it was warm. It was hot. It was very, very, very windy. Very windy. Just want to get it so I can get it around. And I'll do my best to close it up on top. And it's primitive, and y'all know primitive doesn't look normal anyway, so. Isn't that funny? I'm going to put a little bit more in here. I hate having my window open and people can see me. They're thinking probably I'm talking to myself. Okay. So, let's see, how can I do this? How would you suggest I do that? I'm really not very good at this. Okay. It's going to be one very, very discombobulated egg. I think I need less of this. Maybe less. There, that'll look a little bit better. I'm not putting too much pressure on the bag. Okay, let me just do the best I can. I can always put lacing or something around it. So it only took me how long, guys? I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze it. I can't do anything about this. I would have loved it on the bottom, but it was going to be hard to do the eggs, and I can touch the paint up. The next one I do, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. I won't do this. Because this is too hard for me to do that with my hands. I'm almost having a deja vu moment. Did I do something like this before or something? Because I feel like I'm having a deja vu. Okay. This is as good as an egg as I'm going to get. It's not my best quality egg. I should have probably just tried doing it at the top. I could try. Is it pathetic? Hey, Lori. Yeah, the problem is I can't, with my hands, I can't get it in there to flip it. I was trying to do, so I could get the beans in first. I probably should have just did this and then worried about the bottom, but you know what? We can always improvise. I can always add lacing or something, or let's go to second one. That's what we're gonna do. Let me go to the second one. Let's see if we can do it the right way this way. We'll go back to that one. I'm gonna do it my old-fashioned way. I think that's gonna be the way it's gonna have to roll. I wish I could sew. That'd be better. Let me try this. And we can go back to that one and fight it, but I'd like to show you something, not have it looking that bad. So just go ahead and do your plaster. This is a Waverly plaster. I'm gonna just do it my fashion way. We're gonna glue the edges, and that's the extent of it. Now, I really wish I had, but I will have one. Hopefully this summer I'll have one and I can sew. Because sewing is so much cleaner. I should have just tried putting the beans at the bottom. I'm trying to be smart, you guys. Hey, Rachel. We're making eggs. Easter egg. The first one, I'm sticking to my way of doing it, which is just sewing around the edges, and then I can trim it. Because it's too hard to, unless I flip it. Maybe I'll flip this one. You know me. I'll stop and I'll try something different. I can always go back, make something else out of it. I can do a different type of bag or something. If this turns out the way I like it, then I'll be fine. It's just sometimes when you glue it, that's why I like to sew it. Maybe that's what I should have done, was sewn it instead. My easy one is not as easy that I thought was easy. So I'm going to dry it pretty good. I mean, I had it down pat what I was going to do, but this thing is something else. Brenda, you're okay, Brenda. You didn't miss anything. I threw the thing off to the side and I did the second one. What time is it? See, it's almost 8 o'clock. And I fought with that doggone egg, or that goofy egg. Now we're going to put grunge. And because I'm doing the bag this way, the egg, I'm going to go ahead and I'll but I'm going to take that dioxide stuff, and I'm going to put it around the edges, and that'll make it look a little bit better. I do try. Let me try to get some of that grunge at the bottom. That might cover that all up. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's, like I said, I know, I got this. I thought I had it. I mean, I have it all planned, knew exactly what I was going to do. I just couldn't get it to make an egg. But we'll make it an egg. Now this is done with drop cloth again, you guys. You know I love my drop cloths. Hey, Lulu. I love my drop cloths. So this is the back of it. So what I could do is use my back as my front, and then this way I don't have to take so long to dry it. But you can go along and then just trim your edges when you've got it glued together. Remember, it's primitive. It's not, hey Loretta, it's not perfect. It's what you call it. Primitive has its own thing going on. Oh, I love my drop cloth. Actually, I need more. I'm using up the last of my Walmart. I just don't like it. I don't like Walmart's drop cloth. It's too thin and it shreds so bad, guys. I'm trying to get this to dry. I'm going to try it. That's all I think it takes a while. We didn't have any thunderstorms whatsoever. We actually just had a blast of wind come through with a little bit of drizzle. Oh, thank you, Rachel. You guys are so cute. Because I don't have as much time. I'm going to move this off. I'm just going to flip this like this. This is going to be my back, and this is going to be the front, because we won't have as much time. So, and then you can trim the edges, guys. So don't freak out. If something, you see the darkness, we're going to trim it. We're not even going to worry about it. We're going to trim. We're going to just trim it. Now, if you really wanted to, you could put lace or whatever. My goal wasn't to have to do this. But, hey, when in doubt, just do what you got. Why am I shaking? I drank so much coffee today, you guys. I wonder why I'm buzzing. And don't worry about perfection, because you can go back and trim all this. Hey, Kurt. You can trim all this, okay? So I'm going to go stuff it first. Let me go stuff this. This is where when you have little hands, you can do a lot more. I think this is going to be the way to go. And it helps if you can let it dry. And then let the glue dry too. And what I love about the drop cloth, it's thick. So it's not, thin material. So it gives you something to work with. Okay, we're almost done. We can start to decorate. 801, geez, Donna, you always finish. Let's get going here. This is a weird one for me, you guys. For me not to finish these. We won't worry about that too much. The main thing is just to get the beans in there and kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing. You know me, I gotta finish. I don't know. Okay, so we did get one. We got one sad looking egg. I'll be up to 3, yeah. It's as good as this girl's gonna get. Okay, so let's get going on here. We're gonna take our primitive ribbon. Now, you can go crazy and make it even perfect, but it's, I don't think you have to worry about it being perfect. How do I want to do it? I'm just gonna put this across. This is really a bad egg. No pun intended. I want to put this all the way across. Let me forget that I've got so much time. I guess my thought of a round egg, oval egg, or whatever wasn't going to happen tonight. Okay. Now we're going to put some lace on this one. This is that lace I buy from Amazon. And I like to take the thin glue on this, not the thick. I'm going to take it. It doesn't even look like an egg. Don't laugh at my egg, you guys. I tried. We're trying here, guys. You know what my concept is. Okay. Now, we've got, with this is some flowers. We have my little bunny we're going to put on here. Put him on next. It's going to be a wannabe egg. It's going to be a wannabe egg. Okay. And then, how did I get glue on me? That's okay. add to the other burn marks I got. Hi, Maria. Oh, I think it'll be cute if I can kind of make it look round. I'm creating it was supposed to be, I was going to do that. How am I going to do that? An egg. It doesn't look like an egg at all. What time is it? 8:04. I got some time. Take a little bit of flowers. Oh, now I feel rushed. Now I feel rushed. This is never me. Okay, so we're gonna let me put a ribbon over here first. Let me just put a ribbon over here. I'll just try to do two. I'm gonna have to straighten that up a little bit. I'm just gonna still put a little egg here. I forgot. I'm stressing. I'm stressing. I always finish, guys. I know. That's just me. It's so hard because I know it works. I know what my thought process is on this egg, and I know what I wanted to do, and then just to get it to go where I needed it. String is everywhere. God, I hate these strings. Just so you can see it so far. Is that okay so far? Does that look okay? Maybe it doesn't look like an egg, but I guess it'll be as close to an egg as I'm going to make it. I'm going to stick some glue up in here. Stick a couple flowers. There. How is it looking so far? Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you, Debbie. Okay, I'm not done. I was gonna put one of these in there. I was gonna have a little, but I guess we won't do that. Let me see. I wanted to add a couple other flowers to this. Not this one. Let me add just some whites to it. I got time. I got this. I got this. I was trying to go for like the, what is it? The, seed bag, but not a bag, just an egg with a seed bag on it. So is that looking okay? You gave me, I hope I helped you all out. Thanks, Deborah. Okay, let me do the edging around it real quickly so you can kind of see it. I think I should have just stuck with this like I normally do it. I was trying to be smart and do it the other way, and it didn't quite work out. I mean, there's so many ideas you can do with this. I mean, you know, if you're doing this by yourself, not on a live, you can do things a little bit easier because you got time to play. And when you're not and you're rushing, it's not the same. Glue down in here. Get rid of all that glue. Got lots of glue. Is it looking okay then? Hey Kelly, thank you guys for sprinkling. Hey Tanya. Okay. Now I'm wearing everything. Okay, so, Sweet Annie, I wanted some Sweet Annie in there. Gotta have some Sweet Annie in this one. I'm going to put that up at the top. And was gonna put it up at the top, but I guess it's gonna have to be like right there. I mean, this was my intention, so it turned out like it's supposed to look like an egg. Now, of course, it's not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna have to probably put something up against it to hold it. So, let me see if I can salvage this one. Yeah, I won't worry about this one. I can redo that one. So let me see what else we need to do. What else can I do with this? What do you think I can do with this? Anything? Because I still got time. In about 6 more minutes. You like it? Just got a little glue on here and it's driving me crazy. Okay, so with this, let me just see if I can rip it apart. I guess not. I'm dissecting an egg. No, that's not going to work. I'll get a new one for that. So let's see. What else can I do with this? Oh, I can add a little bit of lacing in here. That's what I forgot to do. I was going to do some lacing. Let me see if I can put a little lacing behind it. I meant to put the lacing behind it and I didn't. Let's see if I can put the lacing behind that. I might be able to. Simple lacing. 5 minutes, guys. Thank you, guys. If you glue about a 1/4 inch in the... Oh, see, I'm learning. I'll practice with this second one here. Like I said, I'm trying to make an egg. I tried. I really tried. I wanted this one to be, this was supposed to actually be part of that, not sitting behind it, but I wanted it to be part of the ribbon, but it still will be fine. And I think since it's got that, I'm going to put another flower here. I got 4 minutes, guys, 4 minutes. And don't forget to stay on Crafter on the clock. The next Crafter will be up. And like I said, it goes on all till about, I think, 11 or so tonight. And you can just, if you really wanted to, you could just keep going and going and going with the ribbon and all the, you know, you could actually just continue to drape. Yeah, that's for me. It's so hard for me to, you know, like I said, I tried. I think it's fine. It's good enough. I know I'm always, I think we're our worst critics, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. I'll add a few more flowers to this and then I'll probably be done. Let me throw a little bit more of these in there. A couple more of those. And then we'll have some rolling down too, so that's not just in one spot. All these strings, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a string person. Okay, I'm gonna add just a couple more pieces of flour and then I think we're 3 more minutes. Oh, thank you. I mean, it's fun to do these things, but you know, you only have so much time to do something. So if you're going to do it, you're going to do it right. You're going to do it when you have time to do it, you know? I don't think it's too bad. Oh, thank you. Good night, Deborah. Oh, thank you. So I think, so I'll have to play with that, the second one. I'm going to go ahead and I'll make another one later because I wanted to do a pink. I wanted them to sit on my table, but I'm not quite sure if this thing is going to sit. I may have to prop something up against it. You know, so it's not so... I do like the white. I think the white turned out really good. Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate it. So like I said, your hands get really dirty. Now, you could do so many more things on this if you really want. But I think I'm wearing half of my stuff. I mean, you could put ribbon around the bunny if you wanted to, but did you see I cut? You didn't see it, but thank you, Patty. I used my pinking shears around the label. Oh, thank you, Judy. Oh, yeah. like I said, I've got, I'll let you guys know when I do the final reveal on the tablescape, because I was going to have 2 eggs sitting on the table, this one and the pink one, so I'll have to still make another pink one. I've got a minute to go. If I buzz off, it's because it's my time's up. But stay tuned for the next person on Craft Around the Clock, free group. If you're not following, you should follow them. And I will let you know tomorrow if I'm on or not. Everything just depends on what time we get home from taking the kids and stuff like that, because they gotta have some fun, you know. I don't want them to be bored, and their break will be up before you know it anyway. So there she be. At least I got one done. I think it turned out funny. And you can keep going if you really wanted to and get some more lace in there. I meant to put the lace in with the ribbon, but I think it's fine. What do you guys think? Good enough? Oh yeah, I'll show it to you. Guys, gotta go. Love y'all. Bye.